Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. Me Matt. We have another 1v1 here on West Wall. On the Western Front. Again with Q and Professor. Let's go through them. We have Professor as the Wehrmacht as Strafdivision for... Strafdivision, that's an intriguing one. We're gonna see a lot of Straftruppen early. And meanwhile we have Q as the United States of America again. Haven't picked the commander yet though. I think that's just what Q does. They never picked them first, I believe. Here we have the Straftrupps coming out quickly to try and establish some ground. Being forced to the front line here in the desperate times. I believe that's the Osttruppen model, actually. The Winter Osttruppen model. From the base game, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's cool to see Straftruppen out. These are essentially German penal troops asserted as criminals who are forced to fight at the front line. That kind of stuff to try and regain their honor. Really, I think it's actually the Germans were the first to use penal troops at the front line in World War II. And I believe the Russians copied that concept actually early on in Barbarossa after encountering German penal troops. I believe that's the case anyway. And we have a lot of Americans coming up. I also have some grenadiers coming up behind the penal troops. Just some normal grenadiers. Always good to have in the rear line to support. Some accurate long-range firepower. So we are fighting somewhere in the Battle of the Bulge at the moment. Or at least somewhere at the German border, I'd imagine. Looks like a lot of the penal troops are sitting up behind this destroyed Sherman from a previous engagement. And at long range, I think they might actually do well against this American rifleman. Now, penal troops no longer get the veterancy upgrades if you get the Kamkov Center. I don't think I've seen a Kamkov Center in 1v1 like ever. So, I don't think we'll expect to see that happen. Oh yeah, the Americans are like trying to get a crossfire going on the Straftuppen. Good to see. But there are some pioneers nearby that can try and engage. One Straf squad is almost taken out though. And the wounded Straftruppen is trying to get out of there. Oh, I don't see what these Straftrupps are doing. I need to stay behind that Sherman. Looks like they're pulling back instead. We do have some actual grenadiers on the field now. In their greatcoats. We also have a third Straftuppen coming in and another grenadier behind it. So the Germans are putting a lot of infantry onto the field here to try and fight against the advancing Americans. No big surprise in all honesty. See. You can actually get the MG34 on your grenadiers if you're playing a Straf with 100 rounds, which is a pretty handy upgrade. I actually quite recommend the MG34 100 rounds for the same cost. That's really good, actually. But for the Straftrupps, they need to be veterancy 2 in order to get the MG34. That's also an intriguing one. Lots of German infantry in the field early on, which could give them a little bit of a head start in getting some more territory and then hold it down. The issue with Straftuppen is they have no AT weapons, so that could be a problem if the Americans go for an early vehicle of some kind. I suppose we'll have to see. Looks like the Grenadiers are going to be the ones holding up the front line here. Meanwhile, we have a 30 cal coming up for the United States. Water-cooled by the looks of it. Probably you need to be a commander to get the air-cooled versions, I believe, and only certain commanders get it. So minefields being laid here. Pioneers are quickly at work. They might get the top. Oh, the Americans are just holding up there in a little wooden bunker area for now. The Straftrupps are going to move around to secure this flank. Wide after that initial engagement in the center. No one dares to make the move. Oh, but the pioneers have been targeted by the riflemen here. And pioneers are sitting in this half-destroyed building.
light mechanized infantry.
Well, the Americans are trying to push on the other flank here. But they're about to run into a lot of Straf troops. Straf MG42 coming up as well.
A fresh officer has arrived.
Looks like the Germans got the better of that engagement. Even if they lost a squad, it was just a penal.
We have a lieutenant reporting in.
So overall, better for the Germans, I'd say. And well, where's this German MG42 going? We also have a lieutenant on the field here. Here for the Germans to lead the battlefield. I think it's this guy with the fancy hat. Like the fur hat down here. Inlet a mine, I think? That was a Recall mine. Very smart. So the vertical's been pointed towards here, expecting the penals to move on. So the penals are just laying down mines. Good use of them. Most German troops can actually lay mines, and staff troops are especially good at laying mines because they were actually employed to lay mines a lot. Generally straight at the front line, doing firefights. Pretty dangerous stuff. Yeah, Germans used a lot of anti-tank tactics by using mines. So it's kind of a very German thing to do. We have a tag up for the Germans going on behind us. Oh, we also have a commander choice, completely missed that. It's Armor Company. Okay, staff versus armor. That's going to be a hard one for the staff to do, but I suppose they're up to the task. Not like they have a choice. Americans are setting up for a push up there towards the fuel, I think. But the Grenadiers and the MG42s just keep an eye on the center. The staff troops are basically all ready to move out again. Those of them that survived. I think both players being very cold. Oh, we have a minesweeper. Yeah, it looks like he's anticipated the mines, and he probably also saw the sign. Actually, yeah, that's the signs. You can see the signs around. Which is an indicator there's a mine. There's something the Germans did. The skull. This flank is kind of open if the Germans decide to push it. Now the reassurance are going to be on minesweeping duty. But Germans do know they are now there, so one grenadier is relocating. Now we have a firefight starting here with the Grenadiers. But I think at long range the Grenadiers will have this handed. Oh, and they also got the MG34 one of the rounds. Good upgrade. They're definitely allowed to win the long range engagements.
Officers are now available for transfer to the front.
But I need to be cautious because the Americans are waiting back here. Grenadiers need to be very, very careful where they move. Now there might be a grenade. Yeah, grenade assault. Even setting off the mines. Very smart, but the Grenadiers did not actually. Riflemen did not actually stay to get around and flank. I guess they just thought they did enough there. So no Grenadier squad has actually died, but he needs to get the one that's pinned back. But they will good. That's good to see.
Extra munitions can be delivered to your forces if requested.
Oh, good rifle grenade right there. But I think they're still suppressed due to the being under fire. Looks like both sides decide to stop. Command steward coming out. Oh, and Buffalo soldiers calling in as well. Okay, interesting. I like that Q uses their battle groups. That's nice to see. Vertical spot to staff truppen. Those staff troops need to get out of there. 2-1 coming out for the Germans and a pack behind it. Lieutenant has been detected there.
Manufacturing capability has been increased.
And it's the 2-1 is already becoming a 2-2 quickly. No big surprise there.
Enemy forces are securing
The
our
command steward might be a problem here for the Germans. Buffalo soldiers are securing their territory here. Well, that Lieutenant probably has to get out of there. Looks like he will. No! He got shot down there! Oh.
casualties.
I'm not sure what that 2-1 is doing.
New anti-tank gun has our opponents.
Yeah, you need to pull back. You don't want to have a long-range engagement with a steward. He needs to just back off. Pack 40 has arrived on the battlefield though. Now the 2-2 could actually flank the steward if he goes into rapid speed and gets behind it. Needs to be very cautious though.
The enemy is taking our territory.
He's moving to do it. But I think the steward has realized it. But Pack 40 is nearby almost. The front line is still fairly equal. Once the Germans hold the fuel and munitions, they still have very similar incomes. Yep, and here comes the double grenadiers now with their LMG 34s with 100 round belts. Oh, bad timing with the 2-2. Master is pulling back. Looks like the staff troops are pushing up. Pack coming up behind them. Oh, good run flash on the rifleman there. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike here. Well, Pack's not in the proper position. Oh, one shot there from the Pack. Almost destroyed the command steward. Panzer F1 coming up for the Germans, and also third US Riflemen are coming in as well. Unique infantry squad available if you're playing as armored. Good for supporting tanks. Pretty interesting to get some variety in units. Looks like the Grenadiers are going to make a move further up here. There's no mines being laid. Even though I think the Buffalo soldiers can lay mines. Oh, we actually have a forward. Oh, that's probably where the Buffalo soldiers were called in from. Because the Americans have a forward base here. They're dropping in something. Looks like. Oh, just some fuel. Always handy.
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming. We are ready for action.
What are the Germans gonna do? Another lieutenant has been called in.
Panzer IV is ready for
This time arriving with a... What was called? An Ushanka? Looks like an Ushanka. Oh, he booby-trapped the point.
Here's the thing.
Krauts are taking one of our...
But too late. They managed to not be suppressed anymore. Good attempt, though. He did save the Buffalo soldiers throwing that grenade.
We're losing a capture point.
Oh, and even a repair station has been established. The Americans are going heavy on making this like a forward operating base. FOB.
Don't let us freeze on here.
You need something?
Here comes the Panzer F1. You could probably scavenge the wreck of the 2-2 in all fairness. Just to get a little bit more extra equipment. I'm not sure the steward can fight an F1.
Crew ready.
Well, steward is actually ordered to hold fire and use the binoculars. Okay.
Back to full strength.
And here's the 3rd rifleman, equipped with Thompsons and a BAR. That's pretty dangerous for close quarters and just medium range combat entirely. And a Regal mine being laid.
It's done. Pioneers ready for anything.
Recon 1 going overhead.
Lieutenant Colonel, at your command.
It's gonna reveal to the Americans there's only the lieutenant there. But now he also knows there's an F1, and I don't think he has anything to stop the F1 with. But he has got a command Sherman now, and that could fight the F1. He also has some Storm Pioneers coming in. Another unique unit available to Straff. Straff has a lot of unique units actually.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
These guys can be equipped with PPSHs, MP40s, and all kinds of other assault gear. I see smoking. It's gonna try and force the F1 to get further. Oh, and then he's gonna try and flank with the Stewart. Oh! He killed one somehow with the shrapnel. Now there's also a command Sherman nearby. But does he know there's a Regal here? Ooh. Both sides needs to be quite cautious here. Infantry is coming out to support the Panzer IV though. The Storm Pioneers are being equipped with all the nice gear they have. EBSHs and MP40s. Looks like the Sherman's gonna take the lead. Good penetrating shot there from the Panzer IV, and a heat shell going out. Oh, and it's got the Sherman! Yeah, I think that backfired on the Americans. Probably the opening the Germans were waiting for, because the Stuart's not gonna be able to fight the F1. Well, that captain is still doing a good job despite being stuck there. Ah, he got mowed down. Oh! Stuart got a hammer rack on the Panzer IV!
One of our panzers.
Oh my god, that was a very accurate shot with that little gun. Like, I do think the Stuart gun has high penetration, but that was a lucky shot. Now there's an MG34 via the Grenadiers inside this building. That's a lot to push up on.
Orders! Stand by orders! Keep it up!
The Americans actually haven't recapped at this point down here. Oh well, there's not been a lot of fighting down there.
Engineers.
Oh, we also have a Beutepanzer T-34 coming out, okay. You have some Companies arriving in trucks. Another battle group called in.
Locked and low this time.
I believe this is the 900 something? 995th Company Engineers, yeah, okay. Here they are. Interesting score to be able to armor as a thing. They're using Springfield rifles, by the way.
They're flanking us! Twin guns round!
The Storm Pioneers there might be in trouble.
Enemy has spotted us.
Oh, looks like the Germans will be doing a push here for the center.
Enemy infantry!
But the command steward is still nearby. Lots of firefights going on now. But the Beutepanzer is present, and the Beutepanzer Sherman can actually be loaded entirely with high explosives if you want. It gets amazing for dealing with enemy tanks. Or enemy infantry, I mean. But I guess the Staff Division has called over a Beutepanzer they have in reserve. Looks like the 3rd Infantry is prepared to move up here. Looks like the Jeep is just shooting at the house to deny it. Yeah, it's being loaded with high explosives. That's gonna make that Beutepanzer quite difficult to get up on.
Squad.
We also have Kettenhund on the field. Infiltrate out in the front. That's not a good idea for them. Oh, yeah, that's costly. Oh my god, he actually gets out of there. Oh, that's lucky. But the Biter Panzer is revealing itself here shortly.
There's a major reporting for action.
One good shot there with high explosives. And of course, coming, he needs to get out of there. The man steward is waiting on the flank in case it drives around. German infantry is being healed back at the base. We'll probably easily invest in the healing upgrade at this point. Always good to have.
You need something?
Illumination barrage coming out thanks to the work of the of his officer abilities. Well, commander abilities at this point. But we do have a Command 76 German though, which I think will be enough to deal with a T-34 Biter Panzer. But there's still the Regal mine there. Ooh, over penetration, yeah. But if the T-34 can win that engagement. Yep. But the Regal mine, for example, we fire enough up. Plane got shut down. And the 3rd Infantry has been actually suppressed by all these MG-34s. And the 3rd Rifleman is pulling back. We also have an anti-tank team waiting here. I guess we had a lot of fighting over this farm. And I'm liking this battle so far, it's intriguing. We also have a Stuk G coming out for the Germans. Pretty decent choice, the Stuk is pretty handy most of the time.
Listen up. Here's the deal.
See, the Americans also have a mix of units on the field at the moment.
Here it comes.
Coming in here, some Buffalo soldiers,
Knock it off.
some 4th Armored, some 3rd Infantry. Various things. I guess to be cautious when it sets up though. And Stewart is down. Good job on the pack there.
Don't let them flank us!
Looks like they got out. That might have been a fake barrage actually. Good, then the tank on the side have been ordered to hold fire. They won't reveal their position needlessly.
Send your orders.
Getting around that corner is going to be hard because the Sherman is there. ECH Sherman coming up behind this. Now that's a pretty powerful tool. ECH will be able to just play around with the German vehicles at the moment because I don't think Straff gets that much heavy armor. I do believe Straff can get the Brumba or Stupa in the final tier. No, they can get the Elephant. That's right, they can get the Ferdinand. I keep forgetting what some of these commanders get. Oh, that's a risky move for this Lieutenant.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Looks like it might pay off, thanks to the artillery, who's to say. Meanwhile, the Stupa here is pushed on the southern flank, okay. Because that's actually worked out a little bit.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
And Lieutenant isn't giving up. Now the 30 cals repositioning properly to deal with both.
True concentration! They got outraged!
The Stone Pioneer is going to do much from an angle. Oh, but Stuk is relocating. Vertical's pulling back. One at Jeep is in trouble. Oh, but this German 76 though. Got a good shot there to Stuk. Stuk is down.
We have lost a Panzer.
Well, that's not good there. Oh, easy hit got hit. It got penetrated by a pack shot. We have lots of firefights going on now across the front line. Oh, Brady is not going to do well in that engagement. Has to be cautious though, there are Americans nearby. And that Lieutenant is still just one guy, but he's still standing around.
Stuke 3 ready to deploy.
Oh, looks like the tank hunters revealed themselves. Look at note down. Good concussion grenade though, almost killed the grenadiers. Stuk G has arrived though, and a second Stuk G is coming up. Oh, I'm not sure these 5 men are prepared for what they might encounter.
The enemy is attempting.
He just moved close to them, they are suppressed. But MT-42 is in trouble.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
But they are securing the American fuel. This battle is getting very intense now. Oh, the Jeep is attacking the pack. Good shot.
We have lost a pack gun.
The Stuks need to get out moving fast. And he needs infantry support with it. That's how explosive coming out for the easy 8. Oh, killing the Storm Pioneers. It's not easy to deal with easy 8s. No penetration. He needs support from the second Stuk.
Securing our territory.
Oh, good shot there actually. It dazed the crew. There's also a command Sherman coming up. One Stuk down there. And that's why you always need infantry support nearby your Stuks. Good shot there from the Stuk. There we go. Took care of that. Greyhound called in with another combat team. Looks like a lot of Buffalo soldiers are directed here.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
All done here, boys.
That Sherman can actually be recaptured. Another pack coming up for the Germans. They can still recruit that one with a penal squad though. Oh, the Halfman is trying to hold up this position. But they're smoking it, okay. Oh, they did recruit it.
Armor ready. Crowd's giving us some trouble here. Frozen grenadiers here.
But I think the Grenadiers are just gonna Panzerfaust this one.
The pack gun is ready for orders.
Yeah, one Sherman down. EC8 took a shot there from the Stuk. Pack setting up. DC-8 down. Wow, the Germans holding on here. Greyhound moving to flank.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Oh, and the Greyhound is down.
Still clear.
More fuel being added into the American base. Stu-42 coming up. Stuk be essentially with a howitzer instead of a normal Stuk gun, as I think it's called. STUK. Looks like the Buffalo soldiers digging up down here now. Laying mines and everything. While the German peel troops are slowly pushing upwards. While the Grenadiers are attacking the repair station. Which can repair itself fast and gets shot up, which is kind of awkward.
Officers can now be called into rally.
Stuk has been given a Panzeroffizier. But I give it better accuracy at long range. There we go, now they can take out the repair station. And more artillery called in on the penal troops. Yeah, they're pulling back. Hauptmann is veterancy free. Wow, okay. So good on him. Also, the Kettenhunde are finally moving out now. German military police. Germans are cutting off the access to the American munitions points. The Germans doing pretty good this one. No, you see those double MT-34s are actually pretty decent. The Stuk is nearby. But that's the tank team and everything. Oh, good shot there from the 76. Oh, third rifleman got killed. That Stuk has to pull back for repairs though. Oh, and the 57 opened up now. Like another command shipment arriving. Explosive going out from the 57 on those Grenadiers. Oh, good shot! That's the problem of bunching up your infantry there. Explosive going out here from the Stu. Grenadiers survived Pioneers survived a little bit too late. More Grenadiers coming in to replace the losses.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
The Grenadiers with the MT-34 100 rounds is never a bad thing. In my own opinion. Oh, that Stu might be in trouble. Where's the pack? Pack is in the wrong area. There's a lot of potential side blockers here. Heat going out. Oh yeah, Heat there destroying one tank. But Stu went down.
The enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
Oh, another good shot there. Oh, they spotted the Regal mine. Looks like the command shipment got out of there. Now what's Professor gonna get next to try and fight this? That's the question. Look at the Panzer 4H. Oh, it looks like he's gonna go for more penal troops. Or Straftruppen. Couple riflemen coming out from the United States. I guess they just need some more troops in the field. And a low-flying recon coming overhead. Hauptmann is nearby. He might run into these Buffalo soldiers.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Wow, the Hauptmann is actually beating them thanks to this MP40.
Enemy terminated.
Like, good job, Hauptmann. I think it's that guy over there in the uniform. As in the camouflage, not the great coat. Another Stuk G coming out, not a bad choice. The Stuk G is pretty decent, but He has lost a fair few of them. Pack 4 needs to be replenished. There we go, it is being replenished from there. We have a little bit of a stalemate in the cold right now. The Germans are still holding their front line.
Officer reporting.
Looks like the Kettenhund are being equipped with the MP40i. An MP40 which has dual magazines attached. A little bit of a unique design. There's only 3 of them there, but they are ace training.
Ready to deploy.
They will also buff up all these penal troops, I think. Actually, they're not buffing them up. That's weird. They should be buffing them up, I think. But there they are. They are actually being buffed. 50% more accuracy. Oh, they just need to be in the same sector. My bad. Because they're in the wrong sector. That's why they're not getting the buff. That also means you don't actually have to have the Kettenhund next to them. You just need to be in the same sector as them. That fuel cache is looking quite hazardous. On fire. But it's keeping the petrol nice and warm. Yes, that's the problem. Water coming out for the US now. I guess the US is going to rely more on a static fighting now. Looks like all the armored tactics has not really worked out. More mines being laid by the United States. Next, it looks like the ideas headed southwards. Only jeeps to stop them, and they're completely unarmed. That's a really brave move from that driver.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
Well, the penals are moving southwards here. The Kettenhund are ordering them to assault. Yeah, that's how you use him. He's there to boost the penal troops. He's actually older than Deutschland über alles. The Americans are having a little bit of a hard time. Not an easy hit coming out though. Now they're going to the 90 American fuel point. And the Hauptmann is also nearby. Let's see, he buffs them with experience gain and more accuracy. That's not bad. Versus some more Buffalo soldiers nearby. Smoke barrage called in. I see. Oh, that's by the Americans. They're smoking their position. Oh, to try and buy themselves time to get up. Okay. Quick grenade going out from the Buffalo soldiers. Not too much. And the Hauptmann is keeping a good eye on the battlefield here. And while the Kettenhund is looking over those retreats, pretty sure that they actually have orders to pull back. Ooh, 30 counts at the building. Good choice. Oh, we also have a 10.5 centimeter howitzer coming up for the Germans here. Basic howitzer of the German army, I'm pretty sure. The artillery called in by the lieutenant. Hauptmann, are you sure you want to stay there? Oh, those grenadiers are getting way too close. Ooh, turret jammed on the Stuka doesn't have a turret. And then I think the Germans have to pull back briefly. Those still have Regal mines over here, I think. Yep.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, good shot there on the German officers. The Hauptmann should probably get out of there. Alongside the Kettenhunde. Looks like they will. The Buffalo soldiers paid the price there. Stu G coming out. And this is quite an engagement we have going on. Much longer than the last match. Is that more Buffalo soldiers? We have more Buffalo soldiers arriving, holy shit. I guess the Americans are pulling a lot of the Buffalo soldiers onto this battlefield.
The Sturmgeschütz is ready for use.
Yeah? We have our reinforcements. Listen up, fellas. Ready.
Yeah, there's also the MP42 here, which has not been recruited.
Ready.
But the American mortar is going to now start harassing the German lines. We need to see what the Germans do with this howitzer. They've not decided to use it yet.
The enemy is taking
Crew's just
our
trying to
territory.
check their sights, I think, and everything. And waiting around. Waiting for orders to actually do their job. When Americans are flanking down here. Oh, looks like the howitzer is gonna fire. Firing down here. I was aiming for the command shipment, I think. Veteran survived, Lieutenant. Leading the charge. MT-42 can probably point the other way. I suppose to load on the G. Almost killed the Lieutenant. EC-8 pushing up. I suppose from MT-42. Good shot from the packs. These packs have been actually quite consistent. Panzer 4H coming up behind us for the Germans.
Send your orders. We lost an infantry unit.
Opinion troops coming to the front. Now they're being equipped with the MP40s. Give them some more firepower at the front line. The American infantry is down to a mass in numbers now. This has been a very intriguing engagement so far. Luke has to be very cautious with his movements. That 30 cal in the building is still keeping him at bay. And more Buffalo soldiers killed in the cold. Oh, horrible stuff.
We have a new Panzer IV.
Here's the Panzer 4H. Have we actually seen a final tier? Oh my god. I think Professor's actually going for final tier behind this. Perhaps they're planning for the Ferdinand? Well, I'm not sure the Ferdinand is that good of an idea in this kind of battle. Of course, it could work. Well, the Grenadiers are just standing around now, warming themselves by the fire made of fuel. Don't inhale. Oh, Kampfkraft Center. Oh my god, what is Professor planning here? So I said I would normally never see Kampfkraft Centers in 1v1s. Well, I guess Professor just proved me wrong. And not the Grenadiers, the staff troops are pulling back. Getting and the half-man moving together, serving as a command squad. And yeah, we actually have a full-on final tech up here for Professor. They just need to build the building now. The Panzerhalle, I believe. Well, the Buffalo soldiers are just laying mines, preparing for the inevitable German counterattack. Put down lots of mines everywhere.
Get ready to go, men.
Lots of M6 mines. Meanwhile, more EC8s are being prepared behind the line for the Americans. Ready in reserve here. Oh, looks like the buffalo soldiers being withdrawn off the field.
One of our fighting
So their job was just to lay mines and then leave, I think. Some of them anyway. The critical position isn't being engaged by the grenadiers here.
fighting position
Stugan
machine
H.
gun is in place.
Luke might be in trouble. Oh, good shot there from the Panzer IV. Luke down.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
So the grenadiers are actually winning out against this fighting position.
One of our emplacements.
Troops in heavy cover will always beat a fighting position, I believe.
Contact! Keep low! Panzer 4! Enemy squad attacking!
No upgrades coming in there yet. The houses should probably be used at some point.
We hammered an enemy's forward!
Oh, we have a major. That's what he went for. He called in the major. That's what he teched up for, I think. There in his great coats. Being on his knee at the moment, looking around. I'm trying to figure out the lay of the area.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Another fighting position trying to be set up here by the Buffalo soldiers. But I think the grenadiers are going to stop that with the MG34.
We've
Yep.
lost a fighting position.
Major moving up. Oh, he got the Condor bombing run upgrade. Okay, he's gonna use Condors, I think, to bomb the American armor columns. You can get sight of them. But yeah, we actually have a major. Cool to see. Faster weapon cooldown. That's actually pretty good. But, he's really good for holding a line because it seems like he buffs crude weapons a lot. If you have like MG40s in the same area or near the major here, it's really good. Because he always wants to warm himself by the petrol fire. Grenadiers are pulling back.
Machine and Gewehr team is awaiting orders.
There we go, another MG42 coming onto the field. I'm not sure what battle groups you get if you're playing as a staff division, because we haven't seen any potential battle groups called in here for Professor. Oh wait, you get Sigungstruppen, don't you? Ooh. That Panzer IV is... yeah, that Panzer IV is swaying over itself. And I think that Hauptmann has to get out of there.
We have lost a Panzer.
Heavy artillery. And lots of artillery going in here at the moment for both sides. But the Americans are starting to get a lot of infantry presence again. They also have 3 tanks, so the question is when they will move them in. Well, also the Germans are just hanging around back at the base. Trying to probably figure out what to do.
Don't let us freeze here. That's everyone. Grenadiers ready.
Buffalo soldiers moving up here. Fine. Oh! And he's laying a mine. Eagle mine, good to see. Also appreciate the use of eagle mines.
We finished it.
Those grenadiers are in a very precarious position because of all those tanks nearby. The American infantry is making their move again. MT-42 probably needs to get out to the front line somewhere.
We can now call upon our supply reserve.
That's too much firepower, yeah, high explosive there.
Lost a pack gun.
Oh, he mobilized the command tank with the howitzer. That major is dead. He's not gonna get out there, I think. Looks like the Germans are just going for the kill now.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank.
Oh, I'm not sure what these grenadiers are doing. They did get a Panzerfaust off there, but they're lacking in any actual AT. They do have lots of artillery though, but that's not gonna help, I think. Especially with all the EC8s coming in. And the Grenadiers out in the open, they're just gonna get mowed down. Another Panzer IV coming out. Isn't there Eagle Mine here? The Americans are trying to push up on all the other angles too. I think the Germans are about to be overrun. As the Americans have ordered a full push and it's happening. Grenade going out there. And also the Americans have cut off the munitions point now. Not looking good there for the Wehrmacht. But the Major actually got out of there. Oh, I also picked up an MG34 here. Oh, another Panzer IV is on the field. I think the Sherman's going to keep pushing up at this point. There's not much to stop them.
Infantry, get up with the MG. Go ahead.
And these draft troops have no AT weapons.
Tank ready.
Well, good shit there from the command tank.
Set. Over.
Well, that might be a dead Panzer IV. Yeah, easy, got it. Americans are being very relentless here. They could probably just keep pushing. As the Americans are cutting off a lot of the German supplies now. By holding the center here. Germans are pulling back. Ooh. What can the Germans do here?
Foes are behind our lines. Headquarters attacked.
He's gonna try and steal that. Oh, he stole the howitzer. Oh. I think he was aiming. He was actually aiming to turn the howitzer on the base and then fire it close range. They took out the gun now instead because he knows he can't take it again. I think. That's a in the field here. It's not an easy fight there. Those two very good Shermans. Yep, there it goes. I don't underestimate Germans. Germans are pretty damn lethal. I'm not sure how Professor's gonna get out of this one. I don't think he can.
Our HQ is under attack.
He's still holding on somehow. Oh, he's gotten satchels on all his penals? What's he planning? No more Americans are arriving here. Americans are just overrunning the Germans' position now and driving into Germany. They're probably crossing the border into some place here.
Foes are behind our lines. headquarters attacked.
Set, over. Target down.
Oh, this is brutal. Oh, good satchel right there. Another good satchel, I think. Oh, easy, it's gonna drive forward. That's the problem with the Straftroops. They have no actual AT, they only have satchel charges. Which if the enemy tank is not immobilized and they noticed, they'll just be able to drive away. And SEGA's coming up, but it might be a little bit too late, I think.
Enemy has killed.
Oh, he's told the 76.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Let's just speed this up. We know what's gonna happen. It's just Professor's refused to surrender.
Supply reserves of the enemy is firing on our HQ.
I guess he just wants to fight to the end or something. Yeah, there we go. He surrenders. Well, that was a little bit of a longer one, wasn't it? I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.